Yesterday, the Hardline did their very popular show, Ask the Hardline.
Oh, yes.
They take calls and emails and faxes and people wanting to just ask them questions about the show or about the ticket. And in listening to it, it seemed like that they took credit for an awful lot. Now, make no mistake about it. They are the hottest show here at the ticket. They've always been the most popular show, the darlings of the ticket.
Yeah. I'll let you know that, too.
Everyone loves the Hardline. But they seem to take credit for just about everything that's ever gone on here at the ticket yesterday.
Somehow they get intoxicated with that Ask the Hardline thing.
Yeah.
I think they may like talking about themselves. Well, I don't know.
Let's take a listen because we have some tape from yesterday's Hardline show. This is the Hardline yesterday here on the ticket doing Ask the Hardline.
All right, just past 5 o'clock here on Sports Radio 1310 The Ticket. We continue with Ask the Hardline. Grego, you having fun with this?
I'm Gregg Williams. Oh, we're not doing that bit?
Well, I'd be Mike Rhyner, I guess. Anyway, we've been doing this for about 2 hours, and
I mean, it's just a chance for, P1s who, they may be confused about some terminology or who someone was that we reference. It's a time that they can ask us, things that they normally couldn't ask us.
Yes.
I mean, it's a chance for the P1 to ask us something. You know what I'm saying?
True enough.
I mean, it's giving them a chance to ask us something.
I kind of think you're right about that. Rob in Dallas, you're on the ticket with the Hardline.
Hello, Masters of Hardness.
Hey, Rob.
Greetings.
Hey, I just had a quick question for you on Ask the Hardline that maybe you can address on the air.
Okay.
Where did the name Hardline come from? And I'll hang up and listen.
Rounder, you want to take this one?
Well, I came up with that. It would later become a album title for Terrence Trent D'Arby, but basically that's just a name that I came up with one day.
And if I may, Ryan, I don't want to say that that's the reason for our great success, Rob, but it contributed to it. Thanks for the call, man. Good call, man. Good call.
Yes, we do.
Any call that gives us the opportunity to talk about ourselves are in a great success. That's, man, good call.
We appreciate that phonage.
Good call.
Jim in the town of the Cow. You're on Ask the Hardline.
Yo, Hardline. What is up?
Hey, Jim.
Hey, I had a quick question for you on Ask the Hardline. Who invented taking calls?
Rounder, you want to take this one?
Taking calls. Well, we've listened to a lot of radio over the years. And we just kind of thought we needed a confluence of some sort.
I mean, Jim, I'm not saying that this is the reason for our great success, but I think it helped us achieve that level. I mean, don't you think, Ryan?
Well,
don't you think that it helped us? Achieve that level?
Well, I know is,
don't you think though?
Well, yeah, I do, Greg. All I know is we came up with it. No one else was taking calls before we did back in '94.
Man, good call, Jim.
Yeah,
that's a good question. I haven't thought about that in a long time.
Yeah, I ain't either.
Whether or not we invented that.
You people amaze me with the depth of your knowledge.
Man, there's some P1s out there.
Yeah. Bill in Grapevine, you're on Ask the Hardline.
Hello, Hardline. I have a question for you. What is your take on American Airlines Center?
Well,
Ryan, you want to take this?
That's not normally a thing that we talk about. On Ask the Hardline, we like talking about ourselves, but come to think of it, the She-Wolf came up with that idea. We needed a new arena, and she said, well, why not get a confluence down there around the Woodall-Rogers area?
And, we're not saying we're the only ones who wanted a new arena, but we just happen to be at the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Notice how I'm self-congratulatory but humble at the same time that way. That's my modus operation.
Stephen in Mesquite, you're on Ask the Hardline.
Yeah, I know you guys have discovered everyone from Gordo to Giorgio to Psycho Dave. Is there anybody else that you've discovered that we don't know about?
Oh, Ryan's, I got to take this one. Do you want to take this one?
Go ahead, Greg.
All right, I got to take this one. Well, yeah, in year one, we had an intern. I remember we were sitting in the small conference room, and we had the table was over in the corner. No, the table was over to the right of the conference room.
No, I was talking to Kat.
Yeah, you were talking to Kat, but don't you remember we used to have that table, and it was like over in the corner of the room,
Yeah.
No, that was after, remember, because we moved it to the middle room. Anyway,
Oh.
yeah, we had an intern. We were sitting around talking, man, we need an intern.
Yeah.
And got an intern. He was a good worker. Later, moved out to L.A., got in movies.
Yep.
And you would know him as Tom Cruise, brother.
That's right. We gave him a forum like we offer so many people. And
Yeah.
you remember my first edict?
Except Ron and Don, we didn't offer them one.
You remember my first edict?
What's that?
Gorbachev, tear down that wall.
Hey, man, that's great, man.
That was in year one.
Great.
That was in year one. Remember some other ones that we had?
Yeah, I remember when I came up with a two-wheeled powered vehicle, and I'm thinking, man, I'm called Motorcycle Grego. Why not name it the motorcycle?
Right.
It was great.
That's true. In fact, when you look at it, Grego, I think you and I invented laughing.
I mean, why not put a slice of lunch meat between two pieces of bread? I remember thinking that. Call it the sandwich.
We told Jimmy.
Okay, that was just a little bit of Ask the Hardline yesterday. As you can see, boy, they did really take credit for quite a bit here on the station.
Yeah, I didn't know they got into it that much, man.